Hey, hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you over there. Talking to you. You want to make some money? Sorry for that cringe intro, but I'm here to share with you a few early game Ironman moneymakers that I've personally used on my Ironman account to get myself started, to buy myself my first few thousand Fire Strike casts, stuff like that. Except now, you might actually want to buy Water Strike casts, especially if you're going for that Rune Scimitar, because of the whole new, fire giants being weak to water and stuff like that. Anyways, we're going to start off with Silk from the Thieving Stalls in Ardoin, whatever you want to say. So yeah, this method only requires level 20 thieving. Very easy to get. You can just thieve some men in Lumbridge for level 5 thieving. Come here to Ardoin, pick some cakes from the baker's stall until level 20. Pretty easy. Probably takes you only like 25 minutes to get. Then you can start stealing from the Silk stall over here. This is a very classic early game method of making money. It's very consistent and it's guaranteed. There are no margins or anything you have to worry about. I'm not going to steal from this right now, but because there's like a debuff you get when you steal from the merchant. But I have a few Silk here to show off where you can sell this. You sell it to the Silk merchant over here, and you just talk to him and you offer him 200 coins. No, I'm kidding. No, okay, so you actually offer him 120 coins for them. He says he'll give you 50. You say, I'll give it to you for 60. And boom, you sell all of the Silk in your inventory. Keep in mind that there is like a 20 or 30 minute kind of like a debuff after you steal from the Silk stall. So bank all your Silk and then go watch like a TV show, come back, and then you can sell it to him because he's going to know that you stole the Silk. So yeah, that can definitely help you get your first few thousand casts of magic and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll go on to the next one. Since I'm a professional YouTuber and I totally forgot to mention this, but if you don't know where Ardoin is, this is what it looks like on the minimap if you happen to be brand new to the game or anything. And you can get here really easily in a couple of different ways. My favorite way is to go to Edgeville, make your way to Varrock. Very easy to go from Lumbridge. You just go north from Lumbridge, go to Varrock. Next to Varrock is Edgeville, and over here in this little teeny tiny corner right here is a lever, and you pull that lever. Make sure you have nothing valuable on you. Pull that lever, it'll teleport you into the wilderness. But then there's another lever in the wilderness. You click that lever and it'll take you to Ardoin, and it'll take you right over here on Ardoin. You just walk a little bit to the east and you're into where the Silk area is. Now, another method that I'm going to mention is, it's actually not much of a method. This is just a one and done deal, but it'll give you 10,000 GP. You go, it's called the Stronghold of Security. And if you're a brand new account, luckily for you, you don't actually have to walk all the way up here if it's your first time. If you've already claimed this route, then you will have to walk up here manually. It's just next to Varrock and it's really easy to get to. But yeah, if you're just spawning in Lumbridge and you don't know what to do and you're lost, you can go down here into the graveyard. There's an NPC called Count Check, and he can teleport you to the Stronghold of Security. You would tell him that you want to learn more about account security, and he will teleport you all the way up to the entrance over here. Keep in mind it's kind of a dangerous area. You might want to bring some food. Definitely want to bring some food if you're level 10. I'm under arrest. Shut up. And if you want free food, right just north of here on the spawn point, there's free cooked meat on the table. There's beers, and you can just collect this meat and hop worlds a few times, and you'll get an inventory full of meat. But yeah, you just go through here, and I can pretty much just teleport through these portals because I did these already. But you just navigate through this little maze and you answer questions. about account security, and you click these, and at the very end you get 10k, and you also get a choice between 2 boots. It's also a diary achievement. So yeah, that's how you get another free chunk of money. So the next method, you're not going to want to bring anything except for maybe a few pieces of food. I'm just going to bring a few lobsters with me. And also a key note, you also want to start this and finish this route on a free-to-play world, because there are green dragons on the way to the location. But on free-to-play worlds, those green dragons are not there, so you can just run right by them on a free-to-play world. So you're going to want to make your way up to the Ferox Enclave. There's a couple different ways to get up here. One of them is with the Ring of Dueling, if you happen to have a Ring of Dueling, or you can make a Ring of Dueling. That's the easiest and fastest way to get here. Another method to get here is through the canoe. If you have a high enough woodcutting level to make a canoe that can make it all the way here, that's pretty cool. And if not, you can simply go to Edgeville and you can cross the wilderness ditch and just run north for about 30 seconds and you'll end up here. This is a safe zone inside of the Ferox Enclave, but outside of the Ferox Enclave, it is not a safe zone. People can kill you. But you shouldn't be risking too much because you're just bringing a few pieces of food and you're most likely going to be naked. Okay, so I just hopped to a free-to-play world. I'm going to run you guys through this route real quick. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but we're starting here at the Ferox Enclave, and we just want to run a little bit north and a little bit north, like northwest, and we'll end up in this area here that's fenced off. And we're going to run into this area here. Beware, there's also like spiders here. They'll attack you. And I'll show you a safe spot to run to if you need to like hop worlds if you're being harassed by a spider. Okay, and I've made it here, and what you're going to be looking for is this on the ground, the steel plate legs. You're going to be hopping worlds each time you pick one. You're going to be hopping worlds. And if you are being harassed by a spider and you can't hop worlds, you can simply just run back here behind this wall, and usually you will be pretty good to log out here and swap worlds. But I'm going to swap worlds a few times. I'll get a few plate legs, and I'll show you guys how much you can generally make. Wow, someone's getting PK'd. Yo, get him. I should mention also that this area can be a little contested. It's a pretty popular method to make money. But if you're playing like early on in peak hours or like late at night in peak hours or like non-peak hours, it's going to be pretty alright. Alright, and I've got a few plate legs now. You can either just run straight back the way we came, and make sure you're on a free-to-play world, or else those green dragons you're going to have a bad day with those green dragons. Okay, so once you have your plate legs, you're going to come to the next area. This is where we're actually going to be selling the plate legs. And this one's really easy. It's over in Al-Kharid. You just need to go to Lumbridge, and you can pay the 10 coins to get through the gate, and then you just run all the way down here to the plate leg shop where you'll find Louis Legs. His default stock is 2 steel plate legs, and you can sell 1 steel plate leg to him for 650 coins each, which is pretty solid. I would generally sell like 2, maybe 3 if you want to per world. I'm just gonna sell them all here. You can even sell like 5 per world if you really want to. Just make sure the stock is 2 when you do it. And yeah, that was like, I was just there for like a minute and I made 3k. That's pretty solid money. You could do that for an hour. I bet you could make like 100k an hour. Don't quote me on that. That might not be accurate, but it also depends on the time of day you do it and if you're being competed with and stuff like that. I'm gonna do a quick honorable mention. You can also do this method with steel plate bodies. This one's a little bit more risky. It's a lot deeper into the wilderness, and if I can remember properly, it is in the lava maze, which is around here. And you go all the way through the lava maze. You have to run through it all, and you come way back here. and there's a steel plate body spawn, I think, right over here. And it's the same concept. You will get a little bit more money. I don't know if you would get the same amount of money per hour because the steel plate legs is so much closer to a bank. So you might have to kind of make that decision on your own. But you could do the same thing with the plate bodies, except instead of selling them here in Al Kharid, you would be selling them in Varrock at the shopkeeper right in this building next to the fletching shop. Now, this is the last method I'm going to be showing you today, but it is Wintertodt. You can't have an early game moneymaker for Ironman without mentioning Wintertodt. So, I've done my time here. I even got 99 fire making on this account. I was a little lazy, and I didn't fletch the entire way, and I still got around 800 to 900,000 GP. If you're fletching, you're going to get so much more rewards. You'll get a lot more cash because you're going to be here like 10 more hours than I was. But yeah, the only requirements you need for this is to get level 50 fire making, and that is about it. You can get 200 coins from pickpocketing men in Lumbridge, buy a steel axe from Bob in Bob's shop, and go crazy, start wood cutting and burning the logs, and get yourself to level 50 fire making. It'll take you a few hours, maybe like a half a day, something like that, but the money that you can get from this is so worth it. I do recommend pickpocketing. If you're going to stay here till 99, go to Artie, get yourself about 500 to 600 cakes from the cake stall, and come all the way up here. The way you get up here is you have to go to Zaya, and if you don't know how to get to Zaya, you simply just have to go to Port Sarim. Port Sarim's very close to Lumbridge. You just walk west of Lumbridge through Draenor. Boom, you're at Port Sarim. You come and talk to the guy here, to the Great Kharend, and you have to like trek. It's kind of a trek, you know. You'll spawn down here, and you have to run all the way through here, through the Arceus area, and then you end up at Wintertodt. Yeah, that's actually about it. You will make so much money here. Highly recommend doing it. Definitely recommend picking out like a show to watch if you're gonna do Wintertodt. It's kind of a grind, but it is definitely worth it. And on top of that, you get a lot of supplies. You get the chance at the Dragon Axe. You even get a chance at like the Tome of Fire. I didn't get any of those. I was really unlucky, but I still got a lot of money. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I actually do have an Iron Man series that I'm working on right now. We're about 4 episodes deep right now, and whenever I can, I will make a medium tier, like a mid-level kind of money maker. That's what I'm kind of working on right now on this account, so I'm still kind of figuring that out. But yeah, when the time comes, I will make one, and I'll catch you guys later.